Hey there, Patriots. My name is Bo, and welcome back to Revolution 91 News. Seniors, it's almost time to get ready for college and start thinking about how you're going to pay for it. Scholarships are a great option, and here's Cadence with more information.
Our counselors are there to help seniors find scholarships and provide help with knowing what is needed or answer questions when applying. It is currently the local scholarship season. To get more information, visit the Counselor Schoology page, where they post the different scholarships available at this time. Also, look at the emails that are sent out every month for more scholarships that are available. In the counselor's office, there is a binder that is updated often with new scholarships that you could apply to. Students have many questions about what is required when applying for scholarships. The counselors are located in the room right before you enter the cafeteria from the 4 main hallways.
So good morning, my name is Jennifer Wooden and I am one of the counselors here at Sandy Creek. So a question I'm often asked is where should seniors go to find good scholarships? And what I tell my students is there are several sites that they can create accounts for. Some sites include goandmarry.com. They can also use scholarships.com, Scholarships 360, and bold, bold.org to help them find scholarships. A lot of them will ask for them to give some basic information in their profile, to tell them more about themselves, and then it will find them a list of scholarships that they may be eligible to apply for. So what are some important details? Here's a tip. Definitely make your own Google, like a personal Google account outside of your school account that you're only going to use specifically for scholarships. Now, if you already have one for college, use the same one, okay? Within your Google Drive, create a folder that you can put all of your documents in. So, for example, upload a copy of your, if your counselor can send you a copy of your transcript with your GPA on there, upload a copy of that into your Google Drive. If you have a resume, because some applications want a resume too, if you have a resume, upload that in there. If the teacher is willing to share their letters of recommendation with you, or if you have community people that have written letters of recommendation for you, upload it in there. And on a separate Google Doc, list, I know you might have a resume, but it just will help you with the application process. List all of your activities outside of your resume so that it's in a format where you can just copy and paste it. Okay, so if like you're in HOSA, if you're in TSA and you're an officer and you've been in it for all 4 years of high school, that's fine to have it on your resume. Copy it onto just a plain Google Doc, because when you're filling out those applications, a lot of times they want the same thing. Hey, give me a list of all of the things that you've done. And it's harder to copy it from your resume than it is copying it from a Google Doc. I will also put a copy of your student aid index summary that you received from FAFSA. Once you got it, you can download or go into your FAFSA or into your account for studentaid.gov. You can download that report. I will also upload that in there, and a professional picture. So if you've already taken your senior photos and you have that drape picture or the tuxedo looking picture, then I will upload a copy of that into that drive as well, so that when it's time and you're working on all the applications, it's real easy to just have everything in one place and you can knock out an application in 30 minutes versus having to go digging everywhere. Most of the time, both local and national are going to want at least a transcript. Okay, so an official or unofficial transcript. Some require SAT scores or ACT scores. Some national ones want a copy of your FAFSA report to see how much aid you may qualify for, or if you have what's called demonstrated need. So even if your parents make a good salary or good living and you have a high SAI or student aid index, you still may have demonstrated need because most people can't afford to pay $50,000 a year for their child to go to college. So even if the SAI is high, as long as the scholarship says demonstrated need, you can still apply for those. But some are going to want that SAI. Some are going to want letters of recommendation. So it's very important that you ask your teachers early, because they do get busy, clearly, because they have to teach, and other students may have also asked. So here's what I tell kids, and I don't know why they think like this. If you already asked a teacher to write a letter of recommendation for you during your college application season or process, that same teacher can just edit that essay or that recommendation letter for it to be used for scholarships. So you can just go back to the same teacher and just say, hey, I'm applying for scholarships. Do you mind using this or reworking my letter so that I can apply for some scholarships? And generally, because it's just a couple of edits that they have to make, the teacher is more than agreeable to doing that. Always go for the essay. And here's why. The non-essay scholarships, those are really quote unquote easy to do. It doesn't ask you for a lot of information, but it's almost like trying to hit that $1 billion jackpot that we had over the break. It's very, very hard, right? They may only have one winner, but they may have thousands of applications. A lot of people don't want to take the time to just write the essay to be able to do the scholarship. So when I had my senior meetings, I always encourage my students, take the time first semester to write the scholarship essays and just save them in a Google Drive. If you just start and write maybe 250 to 300 words, if you take the time now to do that, then when more and more local scholarships become available, you already have the hard part done. It's just a matter of editing an essay, which might take 20 or 30 minutes to make it fit that specific prompt versus you having to start from scratch all the time. So I always encourage students to take the time to write the essays. It can pay off in the long run very, very big.
Contact your counselors through an email you can find on Schoology or visit the counselor's office for more information. This is Cadence signing out for Revolution 91 News.
Crazy things happen all the time, but you might only hear the negatives from the news. My name is Nathan Anderson, and I'm here to tell you about some crazy, strange, and wholesome things that have happened recently around the world. First up, in a post on Facebook, the Aalborg Zoo in Denmark asked people to donate unwanted pets that would be gently euthanized and fed to predators in captivity. Chickens, rabbits, and guinea pigs form an important part of the diet of our predators, especially the European lynx, which needs whole prey that resembles what it would naturally hunt in the wild, the zoo wrote. They want to make sure that nothing goes to waste. Fewer than 500 people have managed to climb the 7 summits. On January 6, British war veteran Hari Buddha-Magar, who lost both of his legs fighting in Afghanistan, became the first above-the-knee double amputee to reach the summit of the highest peaks on every continent in the world. His final climb was to the top of Mount Vinson, the highest peak in Antarctica, which is 16,000 feet tall and 13 below temperature. He lost both his legs during the war in Afghanistan in an IED explosion. He struggled with his recovery mentally and physically. Eventually, he decided to find a new purpose and adventure, climbing Mount Everest. 4 years later, he successfully climbed the highest peak in every continent on Earth. In his words, if a family man like me from Canterbury can do it, why can't anyone else? That's all for this week. I'll keep searching for some strange, weird, and wholesome news for you. Be back next week.
Thanks for watching this week of Revolution 91 News. My name is Bo, and be good people.